So number one is that you're an underdog. So the first and most important point of being unheard of is that every position actually has an advantage. And so, for example, let me tell you a story. So I had a company called Allen, which I ended up selling 75% of 4 years ago, 2021, however many years ago that was. While I was working inside of Allen, we had B2B customers. We had agency owners. And so an agency owner got on the phone with me, and he actually was serving gym owners. Now, at the time, I still owned Gym Launch, the company that I ended up selling also in 2021. He said, I feel like it's not fair that I have to compete with you. Now, mind you, I'm like here trying to help this guy grow his business, even though he is technically a competitor of mine by selling to gym owners. I made this point to him that I thought was worth making probably for you, which it doesn't really matter where you're at in business. Like, I think one, you should always try and think like an underdog. If you're in the apparel space, you're always competing with Nike. And so like you're an underdog compared to Nike. But I think the underdog mentality is a winning mentality because underdogs are the ones who win ultimately. And the people who are at the top of the mountain are the ones who are fat and happy and end up getting taken over by the underdog. And so, I mean, Jeff Bezos talks about this. He says it's always day one at Amazon. Is that they want to keep that mentality. And part of the reason is why they are so big is that they still maintain that flexibility. So I want to hit on some of these advantages. In talking to this agency owner, he was struggling and he said, everybody who gets on the phone with me says, well, you're not Gym Launch and, give me your track record, how long you've been doing this, things like that. And he was like, I just don't really have a good response. And so I said, well, have you considered that, one, when I started, I was in your position. And so, one, it's possible. Number two is that your advantage is you're not me, right? So if we're the biggest person in the space, which Gym Launch is arguably the biggest, the market leader in that industry, the advantage that I have as Gym Launch is I'm going to say, hey, this guy, Adrian, is in his mama's basement and has no track record. And if you want Coca-Cola Classic and you want to know that you have success stories and there's tons of case studies and tons of proof of gyms just like yours seeing this level of success, we know that our system works.
Make money clipping videos? Type money below and I'll show you how.